Hello, Tigers. Today I'm going to focus on creating categories and creating assignments in PowerSchool, PowerTeacher Pro specifically. If you are grading in Schoology and you want those grades, or you choose to have those grades synced to PowerSchool, you won't have to create any assignments here. You will have to configure Schoology, set it up correctly so it will transfer the grades over correctly. Please look at the Schoology syncing video in order to learn how to do that. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a category and how to create an assignment. So up here in the upper right, you will see this plus, and it is for creating assignments, categories, and observations. At this point in time, we don't use the observation feature, so I'm going to start with categories. So Schoology gives you, PowerSchool gives you a set number of categories. There's 5 of them. So let's go back here before we create a new category. Let's come over here to grading, click on categories, and you'll see that I have 3 categories here. But if I come over here and click on this button to show my inactive categories, you'll see these 5 here with a little school icon are categories that PowerTeacher automatically gives you. You cannot delete them, but you can hide them if you're not using them. So there's a classwork, project, quiz, test, and FDOL category. You can see that I've added these 3 and I've added this one. And I am currently using these 3. I can change the order of them too if I look over here. So I'm going to uncheck this box, and these are the categories I'm using. So now let's go back up here to add a category. So let's say you don't like any of those 5 categories that PowerTeacher gives you. You can add a new category here, and we'll just call it project, or we'll call it unit project. So it's different. And you can give it a color. You can make it active or inactive. You will select the classes you want this category for. Most teachers will select it for all of their classes. So then you don't have to use it if you put it in a different class, but it'll be available to you to use. So when you save that, it will appear in your list. Now, I don't want that show up here in my list, so I'm going to click out of this and discard my changes. But any categories you create would be added to this list, and then you decide if it's active or not active. So the next step then would be creating an assignment. So again, you will select the classes you want the assignment to apply to. You'll give the assignment a name. You'll select a category for that assignment and a date, a due date. This is very important that you select a due date, otherwise your assignments will default to F1 or E1 terms, and they won't show up in your grade book. The points or percent or letter grade, or if you have an assignment, you just want to keep track of it being collected, you can do that and it doesn't affect the number grade in the course. Give it a point value. If you wish to add extra credit to that assignment, you would click extra points and put those extra points here. Count in traditional final grade, that is most likely what you'll do most of the time, and then you can describe the assignment down here. If you're syncing from Schoology, when it copies everything over, it includes your description for the assignment. Now, you can, in PowerSchool, PowerTeacher Pro, assign this to a particular student. You also want to make sure, normally it'll be assigned to everybody. And then you will make sure that it's published. If it for some reason is not showing up in your gradebook in PowerTeacher Pro, then this would be a good place to check to see if it was published immediately. You can delay publishing if you wish. Say if you want to front load assignments into Power Teacher Pro and you don't want the students or the parents to see those, because parents have access to this too. And then normally you would publish the scores when it is graded. Now, I am going to, if you have any questions about it, this would take you to PowerSchool to help you with that. Now, I'm going to not save this and discard changes. So any assignment that you add will be added to this list. And the most recent assignment will be the one at the top. And you'll work from there. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I can help you try to figure out what's going on.